love and respect to the Bunjalung poets and story keepers of this place. My newsfeed tells me I am already dead. Swipes left on this hairless chest, curved back, bald head. My newsfeed tries to sell me the exact bedspread I already bought last weekend, and with a single click shows me one simple trick to cure both dementia and toenail fungus. My newsfeed tells me to go fund myself, to either get fit or find a solicitor to draw up a new will to live while I sit in the back of an ambulance. A tiny house on wheels for ghosts, where the devil is recruiting, my spine is ticking, and I'm trying to find the language to hold this moment. This poem is called Broken Record. This poem is called Broken Record. This poem is called I Broke the Record. This cold dead record of broke poets. This bright smile, white bread, tiny head broke his throat on this poem, where from the back of the ambulance in the sky the moon was a bullet hole, and I was contemplating how my fate was tied to the revelation of lung transplantation. Cystic fibrosis cleaving my breathing like Moses in the sea, and there's me, branded by phantoms and looking for answers while outside a sugarcane fire dances, bleeding through chain link playground fencing, setting alight a council sign on a pole with a roll of plastic bags reading, "Clean up after your God." I made sure the facts were certain for this poem, drew back the black plastic curtain, opened my sternum, opened my vowels at least 3 times daily to cure my inconsonance. This poem called Search History, August 28, 7:42 p.m. Search adult ADHD symptoms. Search life expectancy, cystic fibrosis. Search tips to improve short-term memory. Search is life expectancy an underestimate? Search can I use up all my annual leave when I'm sick? Search does Donald Trump have a tiny chance of winning in 2024? Search do transplanted lungs get discarded in the bin? Answer yes. Search tips to improve short-term memory. Search were there ever really Vegemite twisties? Search does my uni debt fall to my widow? Search NRL start time tonight. Search can a preschooler remember a dead father? Search tips to improve short-term memory. Search what year Mork and Mindy? In the bird that was an ambulance, hemorrhaging chest feathers and flitting wing tips singing hymns to existence, I apologised to the paramedic wearing a Roosters shirt that she would miss the first half of the big game. It hurts to think how much I have disrupted the lives of others and adjusted expectations of time itself to justify this shortened version of a worthwhile life. Search. This poem is called Too Many Child Funerals Attended in the Year Before My Voice Didn't Break. This verse, a 1975 LP long play turning curl of mess cut short, condensed into a single channel playing nothing but sport. Hence, I wrote this poem because it hurts my head to leave it in there. Search how many angels can dance on the shiny pinstriped head of a middle-aged white guy who thinks Karl Marx was a great poet, for it was he who wrote that it was possible to ponder the wonder of bees alongside the legitimate grievances of the proletariat. Yeah, that's me. I'm that kind of white guy with the master's degree, quoting socialist leaders while wearing on-brand sneakers, knowing the score while drinking triple shot decaf, fair trade for the plight of the poor. I'm that mediocre white guy who, when his Aboriginal friends call him brother, gets a little thrill, who mentions he has Aboriginal friends for a little boost to his social CV and to address his own innate sense of inadequacy, who knows the name of the traditional country, pronounces country with a capital C, is a bit of a capital C himself, so come on, line up, take a selfie with this permanently, terminally ill white guy who uses this precious time on the mic to wallow in a bit of ironic self-deprecation after cranking up the sympathy as a strategy to win your admiration. Who knows for sure that Vince will post a video of this performance tonight so that it goes viral, hashtag on that white guy, which will start a global movement with he as its founder spotting book deals and a spot on the Q&A panel and t-shirts and posters adorned with this face stylized to look like a cross between Obama and Gandhi and that ubiquitous 90s DJ, what was his name? Moby, on that white guy who turns a nation's story of racial oppression into a poetic referendum about his own voice. While in the back of the ambulance, my white Jesus lungs bleed out like slaughtered pork. And my thoughts go to my 4-year-old daughter. And I wonder, what if I do find the language to hold this moment? Fold stone words in thirds to make phrasing that serves the purpose of these urgent verses I'm searching for. Birth newborn rhythms to match the quickening pulse that I can't count anymore. I can't count. I will find a language to hold this moment. But it's hard to shout loud enough from the confines of a tiny screen live stream. Elon can scan my fingerprint if he's interested, but even X can't buy enough AI to describe a left hook to textbooks call internalized ableism. In the back of the ambulance, I meet my future surgeon, who insists he's no saviour, just a plumber with a fancier car. He's the organ grinder, and I'm the monkey. This poem is called Bald White Monkeys with master's degrees don't need to wait for years on a transplant list for donated lungs rated A1. They wait 2 weeks, and then it's done. Search what rhymes with survivor's guilt. Search drivers killed, August 28. Search coroner's court findings again and again, and I'm back in that ambulance again. My mind's needle keeps skipping back, trapped in a scratch drum loop track of syncopated snare, well aware that I may be a short-term dad, but still proud. So I back all my photos up to the cloud. It's funny that we send those things to heaven, but we want to last forever. And I know people look different in photos after they die, like a filter's been applied. But in the absence of finding the right language to hold this moment, 5,000 pixelated memories of this otherwise forgettable guy will need to suffice for you, my sweet, sweet child. And like the sky was eaten by the sun, like all of these bird bones collapsed into one nest, I need to rest. This poem is called